This is the PL-89 for Thursday, September 11th, 2025, which is Yom Hamishi, the 18th of El, 575, Parsha Kitavo, and it is Daf Yomi Horiot 10. All right. And this is the PL-89 Gematriatic Quantum Thought Calendar. I'm looking to develop some type of methodology for prediction through Gematria. Although right now it's just gathering data and seeing if it was predicted beforehand, but not actually predicting it beforehand. What I mean by that is that things that happen in the events, in current events or in history, your own personal history, can they be seen in numbers and can they be predicted? I don't know that we have enough data to do it, but here's an example of how it could be done. I just learned about the shooting of the sad shooting of Charlie Kirk, and it happened yesterday. And on this calendar, if you use a certain cipher, then and the rule of 40, then you can see the name Charlie occurring in a rectangle. A rectangle is a composite day. It includes today and yesterday, or includes today and tomorrow. And so in cipher 18, which is called reverse LVH, Gematriatic cipher, Charlie, the name Charlie equals 378. And by the rule of 40, any number, any whole number, whether it's 1 or 2 million, can be any other number in its own line of 40, which means 1 can be 41, 81, 121. That's the rule of 40. And these rules of the rectangles and the rule of 40 and other rules of the PL-89, plus the 36 and the 18 Gematria ciphers, when they're all working in order, in synergy with each other, should be able to predict something if you have enough data about a given thing. But right now, it's only good for seeing things in hindsight, so it's pretty much... I think people think it's not very useful. But I'm not saying it's useless, because you never lose out by learning Gematria. Because if you can make connections, you can, if you're talking about something, just talking about history or talking about anything that you've studied, you've learned, you're able to connect it quicker through Gematria. That's one utility that you don't need to predict things for. But today's the 18th day of Elul. This is a lunar and solar calendar. And there's other purposes too besides for prediction. It's meant to look into different prophecies and to look into different timelines and make sense of them through Gematria. And that's why it includes the Hebrew calendar and the Gregorian calendar in one calendar. And I was including the Islamic calendar, but then I heard about the shooting on the unfortunate shooting in the bus in Rehovot, and I'm kind of like taking a break on the Islamic calendar for now. But anyway, so let's see here. On this calendar, Elul 18th will be on box number 8. Okay, and the shooting happened yesterday, which was the 17th of Elul. The 17th occurs in box 39. And it happened on box 20, which is September 10th. I didn't connect anything with 20 yet. Only that the name Charles is 66. Okay, that's not so. No, okay, Charles, 66. It's not 60. Okay. Okay, so 378 by the rule of 40 reduces down until 18. If you just subtract 40 from 378, like 378 and 338 and 298, 258, 218. You see, and you just do another 200, which are 540s. So then you get 18. So yes, so today is the 18th of Elul, and Charlie equals 18 by the rule of 40, and which includes today and yesterday. This rectangle, the purple and lavender, mean that that 39 and 8 are considered one day. So that's one way of connecting Charlie with yesterday, which when it happened, and today when the news is talking about it. And 398, you can put that together. You can do 893, 938, 983. Can't think of anything. Now the name Jenny came up on the Gregorian calendar, September 11th, 28. Jenny came up in two places actually, and 68 is Jenny in regular English gematria. That's cipher 1, and so that's a pretty close connection. There's another phrase that came up. It's used in the Talmud called Ad Shiavo Eliyahu. Now we're going back to the lunar calendar on the 18th until Elijah comes, which is a reference to when the Messiah comes, because Elijah will herald the coming of Messiah. Ad Shiavo Eliyahu has a numerical value of 439, which is actually 39 by the rule of 40. If you add 40 to 39 continually, you'll get 439. So that's one way of saying it. But also in ordinal Hebrew gematria, the second cipher, Ad Shiavo Eliyahu equals 88, and 8 by the rule of 40 equals 88. 8 plus 40 is 48, plus 40 is 88. And so those three things came up today, and that's an example of how the PL-89 gematriatic thought calendar should be used. It's a work in progress.